Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are here with a slightly different FC25 video today. There will be career mode today as well, just for reference, but we are back with the predictions of the Premier League. It is going to be one hell of a day because Manchester United face Spurs, and I don't know how much confidence I have in Manchester United, to be honest with you. Bear with me, guys, as I do the settings real quick. I'm gonna put a time to the correct thingy because why not? Who plays a Premier League match at 10 p.m.? Oh, I can't switch it. Oh, I'll go custom. Right, sweet. It's getting towards more autumn now, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go with that. But anyway, we are back with this week's predictions for the Premier League. Let me take a look at what I predicted last week and see if how many I got right. Let's have a gander then before we go any further. I just need to fix it up on the sticks. So Premier League last weekend then, I don't know if I got that many right to be honest, but we'll have a look anyway. So what did I say? Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Bear with me. Right, here we go then. So last week I predicted a 1-1 draw between West Ham and Chelsea. I was wrong. It was a 3-0 win for Chelsea. I didn't expect it to be so good, but they were, so fair play to them. I put Aston Villa 2, Wolves 0. It was Aston Villa 3, Wolves 1. So at least I got the goal difference right, you know. We just take those small victories. I put Fulham 1, Newcastle 2. Now, how was I supposed to know that Fulham were going to win, huh? Who puts that on their fucking paper? It's yeah, the final scoreline was Fulham 3, Newcastle 1. Um, Following that, I put Southampton, or what did I put? Southampton 0, Ipswich 1. I hoped and prayed and thought Ipswich would get their first 3 points of this season. I was wrong. A 1-1 draw is what it ended as. I maybe should have just gone with that, to be honest with you, but I didn't in the end. I put Spurs 1, Brentford 1. It was Spurs 3, Brentford 1 in the end. I put Leicester 2, Everton 1. I thought everyone could beat Everton this season, but Leicester couldn't. It was a 1-1 draw. I put Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 0. I assumed they would bounce back, and they did. It was a 3-0 win for Liverpool. I put Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 2. I assumed it wouldn't be like the simulation where we drew 0-0 in that simulation last week, but it was exactly that. It was a 0-0 draw at Selhurst Park. I put Brighton 2, Nottingham Forest 2. I got it right. It was Brighton 2, Nottingham Forest 2. I think we're getting one each week, which is better than getting none each week, I suppose. And then I put Manchester City 1, Arsenal 1. It was Manchester City 2, Arsenal 2. So, you know, some kind of close ones, some kind of not close ones. It is what it is. It is how it goes. But anyway, we're going to kick off again then this week with some more predictions. Manchester United taking on Tottenham Hotspur. It's a game we have in the background because I'm a Manchester United fan. But we'll go through all 10 games and we'll see how many I get right this week. So without further ado, let's get into the simulation. I think it'll have the full match intro. Sorry if I suddenly mute. My nose has decided to be really annoying today and I'm just sneezing all the time. So if I mute, I have to sneeze. Pretty much. But yeah. We're here, Bruno Fernandes, the Tifo. Love to see that. And we look ready. Unfortunately, Spurs will probably look ready as well. I've tried to get it so it doesn't have any injured players in, but I don't know if it's actually saved it. Two chances. I think I already said, but I've also got the match day intros on, so we'll see the whole shaking hands, we'll see the whole lineups and everything. It's better like this, it's better than having it just skip into the game, in my opinion. I don't know if everyone likes that setting, but I like the setting where you can see the lineups, especially so you know what you're coming up against. And sometimes it doesn't matter because you get battered, but sometimes it does. For fuck's sake. Sneezing is not fun for anyone in the family. I don't even know what to expect from this match, to be honest. I just hope we can get something out of it, I think. It's probably my expectation. We just lost to 20, or drew to 20, I should say, in the Europa League. And Spurs beat their opponents with 10 men. So it's kind of levels at the moment. It probably favours Spurs. Obviously, I've got to put a bit of bias on it because I support Manchester United. So I don't know which way I'm going to go with this. But without further ado, let's get into the matches and see what I'm predicting then for this week. So where is it? There it is. Okay. So I'm going to write these down as well, so I don't forget, because I'll forget otherwise. So we're going to kick off with Newcastle versus Manchester City. Newcastle have had their own injury problems, as we know, it was well documented last season, continuing into this season. But Manchester City have been hit with the biggest injury problem of all. One of their main players, especially one of the guys who seems to be in the squad every time they win, Rodri, is out for the rest of the season. So we won't see Rodri anymore for 2024-25. And I don't know if he will get back in beforehand. He might, but it's an ACL tear, so it's not likely. I'm going to sneeze again, for fuck's sake. Fucking hell, I am a sneeze machine today. But anyway, I know that Man City are missing Rodri, but Newcastle, they struggled against Fulham last week. So I see this being a Man City win. I don't know what the scoreline is, but unfortunately I see this being a Man City win. Oh, Man United nearly scoring. Flag up though. Right, Newcastle, I'm going to put 2-1 to Manchester City, I think. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a lot more difficult for City without Rodri, but they've got Haaland, and when you've got Haaland, you don't really need to worry as much. It's still a worry to have no Rodri, but not as much as if you had no Rodri and no Haaland. Up next then, Chelsea and Brighton at Stamford Bridge. The thing is, with Chelsea, again, you can't predict what they're going to do because they'll drop points in the silliest scenarios and then they'll play really good football. It's a difficult one. And Brighton as well, they've been a bit of a mixed bag. They started off quite well, but they've kind of mixed it a little bit now. I can't say anything though because they beat Manchester United. But who hasn't? Let's be real. I'm going to give the edge to Chelsea. I'm going to say a 2-1 Chelsea victory because they actually do look like they're playing good football this year, which is concerning, despite all their 100 players. And it seems as if Nicholas Jackson has finally figured out how to be a striker. So, I mean, he could contribute to the win. Palmer maybe as well could get involved again. It could be good for Chelsea this season. And every time I seem to back them to draw, they win. So I'm hoping if I back them to win, they'll draw. Or even lose, perhaps. We shall see. Why is my phone doing things that I don't want it to do? Right. Third game then of the week. It is Brentford versus West Ham. And it's two teams that have done quite a bit of business in the transfer window. But two teams that can't seem to get a run of form going. Brentford, I think, are above West Ham at the moment. They're doing alright. And like I say every week, without Tony, they are actually doing quite well. They've managed to not let it affect them, kind of thing. As for West Ham, they've made a lot of signings. Like I said as well, no effect so far. It's weird. I don't understand it, but maybe they're just taking time to gel together. They can't seem to get a string of results going. And I actually might back a Brentford win in this one, you know. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, purely because West Ham, you think, will get some points on the board at some point, but we don't know what's going on with their team, to be honest with you. I don't really know what's going on with their players, because the transfers have been good. It's just they haven't seemed to gel. But I'm happy to say a draw in this one. Garnacho's doing a little dance at the corner. Following that then is, why are you fucking doing this? He's bringing out this little smart feature that blocks up my whole screen. Everton, but it's not a smart feature at all. I could just recommend, or I can tell you now. It's Everton versus Crystal Palace up next in the next match at Goodison Park. And Everton actually got their first point on the board, and Palace also struggling. It could be... Well, it could be one of those where Everton go 2-0 up and then lose again, but I don't really know what to expect from either of these teams. They've been underwhelming, especially Palace, when you thought they were going to do good this year. New manager, new signings. They haven't really performed as I thought they would. Got a point against us last week. Everton got a point as well against fucking Leicester, I want to say. So I'm going to predict another point each shared here. I'm going to go 0-0 draw. I reckon Pickford will finally turn up, prevent Palace from scoring. And yeah, Palace will just find it difficult in this one again to shake Everton off. And then for the final game of the half, it's one of the most predictable ones in my opinion, I think. Arsenal versus Leicester. Now, nothing against Leicester. They've done decent since their return. And I probably will back them to stay out of relegation. Arsenal are very good defensively, and I know they've got some injuries, but I think they'll be good enough offensively as well to combat that. And then for this one, I'm going to say a 2-0 win to Arsenal to keep them in the Premier League race. I think that's my thinking on that one. So those are the first 5 games. We'll watch the simulation and go to the second half with the rest of the games. No goals yet. Still no goals. Garnacho tries a wild effort. I feel like this is one of those that's going to end 0-0, to be honest with you. I was kind of watching. I don't really know what to say. I'm going to see what the next 5 games are and then have a little think about what I'm going to say, I suppose. Some intriguing ones this weekend. Oh my god. You are a fucking idiot. Who done that? Was that Delay? Or was it Martinez? Whoever done that is a fucking moron. It's Martinez. What? You have to question what the play was there. You have to question the thinking behind it. They've just given Spurs a penalty. Heung-min Son will step up. The chance to put Spurs ahead. Such a stupid penalty to give away. Oh no, I didn't try and dive either. I didn't feel like it. Well, 1-0 to Spurs. Ange telling the bench to calm down. I mean, it's a good penalty into the bottom corner, but Onana didn't even try for it. He just stood there, unfazed. Like it wasn't his fault. To be fair, it wasn't his fault. Martinez has got a lot of explaining to do. 45 undefined, mate. Heung-min Son put Spurs ahead just before the break. Well, it could have been an immediate equaliser if Xerxes could actually shoot, but wasn't a very good shot. Vicario saves it away for corner. Is there a chance to close the half? Reference as well, if you're just joining, this isn't Man United career mode. This is me simulating the Premier League match week and seeing what the scorelines will be. That's an awful effort from Garnacho. And it's 1-0 down at the break to Spurs. You can tell this isn't the career mode because I lost like fucking, what was it, 5-1 to Spurs? Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta cry. Take a look at the breakdown. What are the stats saying? We've been better, but we gave away the penalty. It kind of negated that. 54-46 in terms of possession to Spurs. 7 shots to 2 in favour for Man United. 2 expected goals to 0.8. Fantastic, honestly, when you think about it. Head into the second half then. Give him the ball away straight away. Solanke's run through. How is that not 2-0? Solanke's put that way off. Alright, what's up next then on the... why is it scrolled back to the top? I don't remember asking my phone to do any of this. Right, okay. Cool, sweet. So, up next then, Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Fulham coming off a big win over Newcastle. I don't remember what Forest did, but they did win against Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. That would be a morale booster if nothing else. I don't really know which way. I'm probably going to say a draw for this one. I'm going to go with a boring-ish 1-1 draw. I just don't see either of these teams beating the other. They'll probably just cancel each other out, in my opinion. But Fulham, if I had to pick a preference, I'd probably say Fulham, but Forest pulled off the impossible against Liverpool. They actually, I put them down for relegation, but they actually look like they're going to be quite good this season. So that relegation plan, or relegation pick, is going to not go to plan, I reckon. But you just never know what could change between now and May, I suppose. My voice has got a little bit better, me. Just getting a drink. Right, up next is Wolves versus Liverpool at the Molineux. Now, again, Liverpool had that loss to Forest, but they bounced back last week with a 3-0 victory. And I think their winning ways will continue against the underpar Wolves, I should say. It's going to be difficult because Wolves aren't too bad at home, but I think Liverpool will find a way to win. I'm going to say I'm going to go 2-0. I was going to go 2-1, but I'm going to switch it to 2-0. I reckon Liverpool pull it out of the hat again. Not that they maybe need to pull it out of the hat, but I think they'll have enough quality to overcome Wolves and get themselves 3 more points on the board. Following that, one of the new boys, Ipswich, take on one of the Champions League teams, Aston Villa, in the next game. I think this is probably another one where I can predict quite comfortably that it's going to be a win for the away side. I reckon Ipswich will put up a bit of a fight, you know. I reckon Ipswich will score. They might even score first. But I reckon they'll put up a bit of a fight. Ipswich seem to be a scrappy kind of team. They can't seem to get a sustained run of form yet, but I reckon they will do. I reckon they'll find a way to get out of relegation. But for now, I reckon they will lose 3-1 to Aston Villa. If I'm being honest, if you had to put me down for a preference, that'd be the preference I pick. For the next game, then, to predict, being played on your screen, is Manchester United versus Tottenham. As I was saying, Spurs winning in midweek with 10 men. Manchester United couldn't win with 11. But it's been a mixed bag for both of these teams on similar points, I believe, dropping points in sort of the same occasions. But I reckon, do I go with a bit of bias involved in my pick, or do I go for realism? That's the question. Because if I'm saying bias, I'm probably saying we managed to scrap a point I reckon it's going to be a 2-all draw if I go for non-bias. Why is it scrolled to the top again? Will you stop doing this, you stupid phone? Yeah, if I'm being biased, I'd probably say I'd fancy us for a draw. If I'm being realistic, we'll probably get battered. I don't have a lot of faith at the moment. The tactics still seem all over the place. We've got the players, or at least more players. We just don't seem to have the tactics. We don't seem to have the ability to continue. Like after the first goal, we don't seem to be able to go and get the second. And we let teams back into it too easily. Forget how to defend. So with that being said, I'm going to go for a 2-all draw. But if I have to be realistic, which unfortunately I do a little bit, Spurs probably do get the win. I put Richarlison on the reserve so he wouldn't get subbed on because he was injured. The game's just outright ignored me. Respect for that. But yeah, a 2-all draw. I think we're going to cancel each other out. To be honest, Man United can't seem to get a win for love nor money, and Spurs. It's really just kind of biased that I'm predicting a draw. Spurs will probably win, but I need to have a bias in there. So screw you, Spurs. That's what I'm saying. And then the final game will be found in a minute because my phone decided to reset everything again. Why are you so stupid? It is Bournemouth versus Southampton, the South Coast derby, to close out match week 6. Both teams that haven't really set the world alight with their form so far, but I think Southampton will get relegated. So I'm going to just favour Bournemouth in this one. It's going to be a close one. I'm going to go 1-0. I reckon Bournemouth just edge it over Southampton. Both teams, yeah, like I said, not been great. Bournemouth just seems slightly stronger. They've got the strikers to find the goal if necessary. I know they sold Solanke to Spurs, but they've replaced really well. Southampton did make a lot of moves in the transfer window as well. Ramsdale and Brereton Diaz. There's many others, but I just can't think of them coming to my head right now. There is plenty of movement on that side of things as well, but I think Bournemouth will just have the edge in this one. And yeah, I think I already said I'm going to put them down for a 1-0 win. So those are the scorelines predicted. We'll watch out the rest of the simulation to see if United can rescue anything. Doubtful. You just don't know though, I suppose. And at the end of the game, I will read out my scoreline predictions once again, and we'll see how many I get right. We'll review them next week. Bruno, good save. Vicario, man. We've been the better team, I think. It's just we haven't been able to score because we fucking are shit. Minu off for Agarte. Kulishevsky off for Werner, it looks like. Can we get an equaliser? Probably not. But I believe, I guess, I don't believe, I lied. I mean, he cheated by bringing on Richarlison, who I put on the reserves because he was injured. Technically, this game should be null and void. Rasmus needs to get past Van de Ven and Romero on his own. Oh, wait, hold on. You know what? It hit the post. It was just our luck. But we got very lucky. It rebounded to Rasmus Højlund. Equaliser at the gaff. Old Gafford. Ricochets off the post back to the number 9. I didn't expect him to beat both Romero and Van de Ven, if I'm being truthful, but he did do that. And it's 1-1. And the thing is, with these, we go extra time just for a bit better. Go on, Højlund, get stuck in, lad. But it might not be extra time yet. We still have to wait and see if there's a late winner from either Spurs or Manchester United to come. Porro being watched closely by Dalot. Corner, Spurs. Great challenge, nothing wrong with it. Oh, clear it. Or dribble around with it in your box, Rashford. That's exactly what I was going to say. Well. We go to extra time then because, fuck it, it's funny. I want to see a winner, a definitive winner. End match to draw? Nah. Let's see then. Who could get the dub? There will be a winner. I know it doesn't matter in the Premier League. Obviously, you can end on a draw, but for the purposes of fun, and why not, there will be a winner. And it probably won't be Manchester United. Great block, Luke Shaw. Or Diogo Dalot. I'm used to having Luke Shaw in the career mode. Obviously, he's injured. We've stuck to the rules, not brought on Shaw despite his injury. Ireland's offside. I have a feeling this will go to a penalty shootout, you know. I got that feeling. I got that feeling. Oh, my phone's decided not to click on the thing that I wanted to click on. That's exciting. Who dubs up then? Well, not Spurs. Richarlison's offside. Shouldn't even be on the pitch anyway because he's got an injury. So, that's deserved, honestly. United chance ringing around Old Trafford. Hoyland's late leveller. Taking us, for some reason, to extra time. Why not, is my excuse. I'll stick to it. Oh dear. Dispossessed, and now it's Tottenham Hotspur. It's Heung-min Son. It's a great save, Onana. Dalot, get it clear, bud. Garty gets dispossessed. Ball in to Richarlison. Is that a save or just go over? I believe Onana gets a touch to it. It's a good save. Especially as they cheated by bringing on an injured striker. Timo to take the corner. Ball in. Richarlison. No, Onana down at his near post. Good save again from the United shot stopper. Casemiro was on the line as well, but Onana wasn't taking chances, preventing the winner coming from Tottenham Hotspur just there. It still might happen, though. It just didn't happen there. Ball in. Oh, it's headed off the line. Oh, it's a bit of a commotion. I don't think we got the initial header. It was off the line by Mazraoui, I believe, and then headed over by Richarlison. Are we going to see a winner in extra time, or will it be decided on penalties? That's the question. It's a great ball, Ahmad. Knocks it out Hoyland. Turn your man. Oh, good interception. Pedro Porro. And now Spurs to close out the first period of extra time. Are on the hunt here for an equaliser. Or a leader, I guess. It is equal currently. Subs requested from both sides. Probably get done once the play starts half time. Richarlison Never mind, they'll get done now. Richarlison unable to hit a target. Are we going to cheat? Nope, we stay loyal to the rules. We're actually coming up for Anthony. Oh dear, Basuma making way for number 31, which is, or number 33, sorry, which is Ben Davis. This is going to be an interesting one, having Anthony on the left. Get stuck in, go on! That was Ugarte, it's probably going to get booked, but fuck it. Half time and extra time. No winner yet. Will there be one in the last 15 minutes? Sometimes when it goes into extra time, I forget why I've done this video, and I remember it's like, yeah, Premier League Matchweek predictions. Just having a bit of fun with it as well to, you know, mix it up, spice it up, kinda. Right. 15 more minutes then. Take a look at the stats. Spurs have actually taken over the control in terms of shots. 57-43 in terms of possession. 58-12 in terms of shot. We've got more expected goals. 4 expected goals, 2.9. But it really could go either way. 15 minutes to decide it, and then it goes to penalties. Mount's come on for Casemiro in the break. Will there be a winner? Or will it go all the way to spot kicks McGee? Son's come off as well for Odegaard. I put these guys on the fucking reserves for a reason. They're injured, apparently. Right, whatever. Spurs just fucking cheating bastards then. Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. Stupid game. Will we see a winner? Probably not between these two teams, but you just never know where the limbs could come from. Throw into Tottenham. Udogie. Davis. I'm not going to fucking say every player's name. God forbid, that would be boring. But they are playing it about quite well. And both teams... Well, I say both teams have to start thinking about penalties, but that is a phenomenal save from Onana. The defence hugging him like he has done everything. What are the defence doing is my question. They've just allowed him to make the run through. The ball's been played over. And Onana bails Manchester United out. How was that not 2-1 Spurs? Corner to be delivered by Odegaard, who is injured, but he somehow still got the pitch. Ugarte heads it away. Headed back in by Brennan Johnson. Onana. Oh my god. Do we hold on to penalties? I think at this point we probably should be fighting for penalties rather than try to go 2-1 up, because we can't seem to fucking do anything. Odegaard's going to probably play this one short. He does. Johnson right there. Ball, edge of the area. Romero just wide. Can't even pass it up the fucking pitch. They're going to get a late winner, aren't they? Why aren't we closing down Brennan Johnson? That's why. Okay, good. Not long left then. 3 minutes of added time before penalties. Will there be penalties? Bruno Fernandes, Rasmus Højlund, is he going to do it again? Oh, what a shitty effort. Oh, mate. That's a great ball. Højlund, all he has to do is just plays it past Vicario. He hasn't done it. Now Spurs might get the last roll of the dice. No, I've taken too long, surely, referee. Yeah, penalties it is. Who will come out on top there between Spurs and United? From 12 yards, it's going to be decided. God forbid. We're probably going to lose on penalties. We'll probably blaze one over at one point. But hopefully we can come out on top. Penalty takers are ready. I'm ready to see if we can do it. Let's see what the answer is. Bruno Fernandes. Saved. Oh no. Timo Werner puts it away. Rasmus Højlund. Saved as well. And Richarlison scored. If there was ever a Manchester United penalty shootout, Mason Mount puts his away. It might be too little too late, but we do have one in the net. Bentancur. Onana saves. Anthony, go on, the goal. Oh, Christ, that wasn't the most convincing of penalties. Brennan Johnson. Straight Onana. Oh, we're back level. Ahmad. He puts the bomb left. Come on. Pedro Porro versus Andre Onana. We might actually turn it around and win this fucking penalty shootout. Pedro Porro from 12 yards. It's in. Continues. Manuel Ugarte. Oh, what a fucking save. Such a good penalty as well. And now it's down to Odebear, who shouldn't even be on the bastard pitch, might I add, because he's injured. What a save, Onana! Lisandro Martinez puts it away. We're down to it again. Ben Davies. It's saved! We fucking done it on penalties! Oh, what a story to win a Premier League match. When we missed those first two, I thought, yeah, fair play Spurs, you've done it. What a turnaround, what a man, Andre Onana. Couldn't save a penalty in open play, couldn't save the first two, but he came back trumps to give Manchester United the win in this one. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of drama for your Saturday morning. Son getting the goal to put Spurs ahead off the penalty spot. Højlund equalising late. Could have scored the winner. Decided, nah, I want penalties. And we ended up winning. It's a funny old game, this football lark, innit? It is what it is. Manchester United come out on top. Whether they come out on top in real life, I don't know. I feel like it might end in a draw. I don't know what to expect from us. I just never know anymore. 57-43 in terms of possession in favour of Spurs. 19 shots to 13 as well. He had the slight XG advantage, 4.6 to 3.6. But in the end, it is a victory for Manchester United on penalties. So without any further ado, we will go over the scorelines and then call it a day. So, what have I predicted, you might be asking? You might not be asking, but that's the whole point of the video, so I'm going to tell you anyway. Right, here we go then. Newcastle 1, Manchester City 2. Chelsea 2, Brighton 1, Brentford 1, West Ham 1, Everton 0, Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 2, Leicester 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Fulham 1, Wolves 0, Liverpool 2, Ipswich 1, Aston Villa 3, Manchester United 2, Spurs 2, and Bournemouth 1, Southampton 0. I don't know how many I'm going to get right. But I've thrown my hat into the ring of scoreline predictions, so to speak. We'll find out next week how many I got right. There will be a career mode episode at some point today as well, or at least this weekend at the very least. There will be another one to come. There's a chance it might not be today, it might be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't control my own destiny at this point. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys do enjoy the Premier League match days this week. I hope your team wins unless you're Liverpool or Manchester City. Take care and peace.